Alright, so I've decided to finally replace this thermostat. It works, but the temperature swings are too big. Like when it's set to air conditioning, it'll get really warm, then the AC kicks on, then it gets really cold. So it's just too much of a difference between when it comes on and off. So what I did, I went to Lowe's last night and I got this. It's got some glare on it. This is a Honeywell non-programmable thermostat, and it's digital, which is what I was looking for. And I also wanted something that would tell me what the set temperature is and what the current temperature is. And this one also will automatically switch between heat and air conditioning. I guess it's just kind of a added little bonus, not necessarily important. So I'm going to open this up and see what we got. And there it is. I guess I gave you some screws to mount it to the wall. And it looks like it uses 2 AA batteries. And they give you some wiring labels, so I guess you can remember what is what when you disconnect your wires from your old thermostat. Some information about mercury. And the last thing is the instructions, or the owner's manual. It tells you how to connect each of these wires. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing I did was I disconnected the shore power, and I disconnected our battery. I pulled the negative battery lead off so you can see all the lights are off. It's kind of dark in here. Luckily, this thermostat sits right directly across from the door, so plenty of daylight to see what I'm doing. So I'll pull this cover off. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so okay, there's that. And we got a screw on each side to remove. You see that these wires that come with this are soldered into place, so I'm assuming that somewhere here in the wall, yep, there they are. All the connections are going to be made to one. Alright, so now that I have all the wires pulled out of the wall, what I like to do is take my phone out and take a picture of how it's all wired. That way, if I accidentally screw something up and need to put it back together, I have a photo to look at. Okay, so I did install all the wire labels. For example, yellow wire coming out of the old thermostat goes to a red wire. So I labeled the red wire Y for yellow, and here I got B for blue, because the blue wire goes to a blue wire into a big white wire. So I know that these are blue. This green just went to a green wire, so I just left it go. Okay, over here this gray wire goes to a white wire, so I labeled the white wire as gray. So when you are disconnecting these wires and you go to connect them to the new thermostat, you can see where it says blue, it's the blue wire, B. Next one up says green, GH, which is this one right here. And they're labeled very similar all the way up. Like this one up here is R in red. When you disconnect these and you go to connect them to the new thermostat, all these labels here are going to be the same. So you pretty much just match them from what it was here onto the new one. Okay, so something to note is that these residential thermostats don't have a switch for a high and low fan. So I'm just going to leave these wires capped. This wire is the negative 12 volt feed, and this wire is for the low fan. I only ever run high fan, and to be honest, the difference between high and low fan on my RV air conditioner really isn't much different. So like I said, I'm just going to leave these capped and just kind of shove them back in here. Otherwise, I've got all the other wires connected the way that they're supposed to. Now that the plate is attached to the wall, all the wires are connected, I'm going to go ahead and install the faceplate. Just like that. So now I can put my batteries in. Alright, got my batteries in. Well, that works. So I guess now I'm going to reconnect the battery, plug into shore power, and make sure everything works. Okay, so everything's back installed. I'm going to give this a shot and see if it works. Over here it says system off, so I'm going to press the button, set to cool, system heat. Set to 80, and the furnace comes on. Furnace ignited. Let's see how that comes out. I'm sure it will, I just want to make sure everything's working. Yep, we've got warm air. Warm air out of here. Turn this back to off. And I like how it's got the backlighting too. So at night, come out and just press a button, the backlighting will come on and be able to see what we're doing. I'm gonna give it a minute for the furnace to kick off, and we'll try the air conditioning. Alright, the heat kicked off, so I'm going to try the fan. It's set to auto right now, so if I turn the air conditioning on, it'll just turn the fan on and off when the compressor's on. So let's just see if I can just run the fan. Yep, that works. That back off, go to system, go to cool. There we go, kicked on the compressor and the fan. Make sure it's getting cold. Yep, it is blowing cold air out right now. Sorry about the glare and the screen, trying to block it out. It says that the current temperature in here is 74 degrees. The set temperature is 66. Alright, so it's been running for a couple minutes now. Since the fan is set to auto, I'm going to go ahead and turn the temperature up to see if it stops the fan on its own. I usually just leave the fan on all the time. Yep, and shut the fan off. Perfect. Well, that installation was pretty straightforward and easy to do, and I might do an update after we use it a bunch to let you know how I like it or don't like it. I will put a link in the description of the thermostat that I bought in case you want to get one, and I'm going to keep the instruction manual in our bag O installation manuals and owner manuals, so I always have it. And I'm going to keep this old thermostat in here just in case. If something goes wrong, I don't want to be without air conditioning. It's camping, right? If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below. And thanks for watching.